SevereMMA here with JMS, John Michael Sheil, who makes his return for the first time in 5 years next month on Paddy's Day. For all the people who don't know who you are, JMS, the newcomers to MMA, maybe through Conor McGregor in Ireland, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I started fighting in Canada, I suppose. That's when I had my first couple of pro fights, and I kind of came back then and looked for the best club around. John Kavanagh opened his doors to me, thank God, and it hasn't closed them on me yet, so I'm happy here. We're over here with Paddy and SPG Tala. I did get injured, had a fairly nasty knee surgery, couple of neck issues, couple of ulnar nerve traps, just a wear and tear. I think I was training too hard in my youth, as you can tell by my face. And lack of teeth and etiquette. But I wasn't totally inactive. I had two K1 fights most recently out of a club in Wicklow. It was an amateur club I fought K1 out of, and I wasn't preparing the best myself, so I learned very quickly from those two fights that you can't kind of enter back in at the level I left at half-assed. So I decided to take the chance with professional K1. Two terrible results against two good opponents, but I was happy enough with the damage I took. I did lose, and it weren't two great results, but I mean I didn't receive any injuries. I was really worried about my leg. I actually boxed intermediates and all in the time I was off, so I haven't been totally inactive. It's just good to be back. Like, it's good to be back in the scene. It is frustrating, I'm not gonna lie now, it is frustrating though, seeing when I left my max purse, it's pittance of what the amateurs are getting sponsored now. So I'm going across to Canada to fight an opponent who's 16-4 on Paddy's night, and there's not one Irish company or anything that can get behind me, and it's kind of frustrating. If they're all waiting to sponsor guys in the UFC can't. That sponsorship is restricted. So we have some massive opportunities for sponsors coming out of SPG. Not the biggest, but I will promote myself to the fullest. It's really good to be back. I'm looking to get kind of consecutive fights, so not even too focused on the result, which is going to be a win. I'm pretty much hoping to be active like the month after that. Time is finite to me, and I'm looking to fight.
So do you know much about your opponent and the promotion Hard Knocks that you're fighting in?
I did. I had heard a lot about him when I lived in Canada for a long time. So there was a couple of organisations. Apex went and died pretty quick. TKO is still very, very active. They were off the seas there for a while. Hard Knocks, they're on their 54th event. I'm not sure. I know a mean guy promotes it. I'm not sure if he's related or anything to the mean in UFC. But there's some good fights. The card is good, the cage is good. Calgary, Edmonton, and the last time I fought in Canada it was illegal. We fought on an Indian reserve, so it was amazing. To think now I can go back to Canada, take Calgary, and fight Jason Norwood, who's an ex-Marine from Oklahoma. Savage wrestling. He's 5'11". He's stacked as wide as he is. He's stacked as wide as he is tall. I'm really looking forward to testing myself now.
Yeah. Your last fight was a good 5 years ago now in Cage Warriors. What have you changed in your mental game and your fighting game since then, or what's changed?
I suppose fighting game, my mentality has changed because I have seen the bandwagon. I suppose I've seen people jump on JMS and I've seen people jump off JMS very, very quickly. But I've had my few, and a couple of good results now, and we'll see. We'll go again. It was amazing to be away in Conor's camp. Just to be a part of that was amazing. I got sponsored to Harley Davidson when I was there. I got to travel. I got to taste the Mac life, even if it was only a bit of the icing. But it was really good, and the opportunity was amazing. Conor's a legend. The whole team was great. The result now, I was on the edge of my seat for it, because it was kind of it was a sum of my efforts, not like that or anything, but if Conor had not been,
you felt like you were in there with him.
Oh yeah, if Conor had not been prepared, or if I had let him down by not pushing him or sparring him hard enough, I suppose that's just the way I looked at it. But yeah, no, it was amazing. I'm lucky to be back. I'm young enough, have a good record, 8-1. You know what I mean? This guy Jason Norwood is an American from Oklahoma who's 16-4, fought in M1, has fought in Bellator. I mean, I get an early finish. I don't care how long I've been off. I'm still kicking ass. Yeah, camp has been good as well. You know, we're kind of just a little over 4 weeks out. I think we might be 29 days out. Me and Dylan Logan, can't help but mention that kid. He's amazing. Now, you know, it's kind of shocking to think when you're sparring kids that are like, you know, his height and build, his range, and he's so early in his career. But, you know, James Gallagher, Franz Malambo, love that guy too. Was in Vegas with him. Yeah.
Are you expecting a big Irish crowd being Paddy's Day and all that?
Well, I have quite a bit of a following in Calgary and Canada anyway. I think that's one of the reasons I really look to get on that show, because it's kind of nearly where I started my career, and it's pretty much kind of, you know, I'm not say finish my career, but it's real nice to come full circle. Like I said earlier, the first time I fought there, it was illegal. But, you know, we we were afraid going to that Indian reserve that the police and all were going to stop us, you know. But I'm really excited to be fighting in Canada. We have a big following. Oh, sorry, there's a club over there called Evolution Thai, Shooter Box originally, Toronto BJJ, and those were the clubs that would have helped me at the very start of my career, you know. And after that, after I came back, I mean, thank God John Kavanagh, Anne answered the phone to me and gave me directions for about half an hour. Couldn't find the place, being a country boy, and yeah, just met John, and you know, it's been amazing so far. That club has blown up. Chris, in my time off, Chris and Cottle went on The Ultimate Fighter. Paddy had been into the UFC. Ash had a great career.
A lot's changed since you went away. Were you looking on enviously, or?
I was actually, I suppose I begrudged a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It was not my training partners, but just like the scene. Like I remember me and John Kavanagh went to like Arman in Jordan, and I think like the whole thing complete, like I think we got $300 Jordanian. Now the trip itself was worth thousands, because it was a man in Jordan in front of the royal family with Cage Warriors who are back on the scene as well. You know, they could offer me a fight too. You know, I hear there's a vacant welterweight title out there in Cage Warriors, so it could be interesting to get a phone call off them. Have a lot of time for E&D, and yeah, so I'm pretty happy.
Finally, prediction for your fight against Norwood?
I'm
sure you'll be preparing for the full distance anyway.
Yeah. Well, I see. I'm kind of talking about ring rust and stuff now. Well, I wouldn't say ring rust, because I had those K1 fights and stuff. But it is a totally different style, and I have been doing stand up on and off now for the last couple of years. So I'll be kind of game plan towards that. I'm actually I'm looking to cut them apart with elbows. I didn't want to give away too much. I said I'm looking to Mick Doyle was over from America, and he was talking a little bit about the umbrella clinch, and I took that about 6 weeks ago and started drilling it. So hopefully he barrels in with his 2 or 3 normal shots. We'll either murder him with an uppercut. We have like 2 or 3 combinations there waiting for him, but it's going to be kind of fade back, hit him. He's just big and strong. There's no point in engaging with him in the first round. Why wrap up with him? Like, just beat the living head off him, you know. There's no point in tying up with him. Like, I've done this stand up. I went and fought a Thai boxer and proved to myself I could, you know, hang around with the top K1 guys. You know, I've boxed. I've proved I can hang around with the top of those guys. You know what I mean? I left on a rough decision against Fakel Hussein, and I gave up like 10 or 15 kilos on that guy. Like, so. Yeah, just get me back in there straight away. Keep offering me fights. You know, if any companies out there that want to come with me to Canada, I'll have you on board. No problem. Don't forget Dylan Logan's gone as well. But kind of forgot your question.
Yeah, that's grand. Well, it's great to see you back anyway, and look forward to your fight.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Great. Big shout out.